TRC4 is really a unique opportunity for the state of Texas and the University of Texas system. It is important because if you look at why young people die, trauma is at the top of the list. But also it's very important related to soldiers. When we look at what's going on the new battlefields, we need to have new technologies, new tools to be able to save our soldiers and decrease the amount of morbidity that they will have. And so we are very fortunate and blessed that the Texas legislature has invested in the last 2 bienniums $20 million to support really innovative research across the University of Texas system. And so it allows us to do innovative research, both basic science and clinical research, and do the trials we need related to new products that hopefully will be available to physicians across the nation in a pretty rapid time and be on the battlefield in a short time to be able to save soldiers. TRC4 is relatively new. And so we received money about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. So I think one of the first metrics is standing up TRC4, which I think UT San Antonio has done a marvelous job at doing. I think the second part is getting out the grants. And so we have funded in the first round 53 grants across the University of Texas system. And it's a wide range of grants, from basic science related to bone regeneration, muscle regeneration, that type of basic science. But a lot of it is very clinical too, and looking at new tools that can be made available, for example, for burn surgeons. One of the challenges when I talk to burn surgeons is when they look at a burn, knowing how deep it is, knowing what tissue is viable and what is not viable, how much do they need to debride, how much fluid do they need to give a individual. And so one of our large projects is a new tool that uses basically different spectrums of the light wave to determine, again, what tissue needs to be removed, how much fluid you need to be provided. And so we've been able to develop that tool, but also test it out across multiple University of Texas institutions. And so I think that's just one. We're also looking at artificial intelligence and how artificial intelligence can be used to guide EMS to determine which hospitals individuals need to be transferred to, and whether a hospital needs to transfer the individuals out or not. And so we're having success, and it's getting attention from a lot of investigators. And then again, thank you to the Texas legislature that they reinvested this last legislative session another $20 million. And again, 53 research projects, diverse research projects across the University of Texas system have been funded by that investment by the Texas legislature. Trauma science has been underinvested nationwide for many, many years, even though it's a top reason that young people die, and it's critical for us to be able to care for our soldiers. And so our Texas legislature has met that need by investing real dollars into this type of work. The other message I would say is that we're not doing this in isolation, that we know the priorities of the Department of Defense. We know what their 6 critical pillars are related to the research breakthroughs they need to be able to care for individuals. And we've modeled our investments based on those priorities of the Department of Defense. So that, again, we meet their needs as we continue to develop the research structure we need here in Texas to be able to continue that development. That Texas really is well positioned to do this work just because of its history. UT San Antonio is Military City USA because of the investments that the federal government has made here. And so we're trying to partner with that investment and help them meet their needs to do things that they can't do on their own. And in the end, have tools, technologies that will be available to the soldiers and through to our trauma surgeons across the United States.